Alright, how's it going everyone? We're back with some more Avatar The Last Airbender reactions, the Netflix show. We're going to be watching episode 4, Into the Dark. Last time, we reached Omashu. We came across Jet. Katara learned the truth. Aang and Zuko had a bit of a scuffle. During that scuffle, Zuko threw a lot of fire on a bunch of things. Aang was helping to take out that fire, and then the forces in Omashu caught Aang, so he's currently been captured. That's a very quick overview of what happened in last episode. If you do want to see the playlist for all the Avatar The Last Airbender, the Netflix show episodes we've done, I'll put them at the end of the video. But let's jump right in. Episode 4. Let's go.
And these are most definitely not the best of circumstances.
General Iroh.
It's good to see you, young Avatar.
And Zuko. They capture him too?
I hope not. With any luck, he's probably halfway back to his ship by now.
This is all his fault. He started the fight and left you behind and ran away. I'm really starting to see what kind of person he is.
Well, damn.
I doubt that.
What do you think will happen to us?
I don't know. But in my experience, the Earthbenders aren't exactly kind to their fallen foes.
I mean, with Aang, I guess it depends.
True?
He's an airbender, right?
Were you working with the enemy?
It's complicated.
No, it's not. It's a simple question. Were you helping the firebenders?
Yes, Teo. I was trying to protect you. The firebenders said that they would kill us, and then they'd attack the city if I didn't cooperate. The only reason Omashu has been left alone is because of whatever small service I provided them.
Service? Is that what you call giving weapons to the enemy?
Weapons? No. No. Just minor designs. Nothing of any value in war.
Anything can be turned into a weapon in the wrong hands.
Oh, flip it out. They didn't hear that? Oh, he took his costume. He's gonna get his uncle out. Oh, yeah. It's gonna go to the past. Nice.
Oh, hey, Bumi. How's training going? I'm doing all right with my forms, but shaping is hard. What are you talking about? Looks exactly like a sky bison. It's supposed to be a badger mole. You sure?
Awe-inspiring palaces, gravity-defying towers, impenetrable prisons.
I like the parts of Omashu that aren't so depressing.
Cities are like people. They always have their dark sides.
Seems pretty dark on all the sides these days.
Yeah. What happened here happened the world over. That's what a century of war will do.
A war started by the Fire Nation. And a war the Fire Nation could end.
If it were only that simple.
Impossible. Omashu's prison is deep in the heart of the mountain, surrounded by solid rock. The only way in or out is through the palace. I'm sorry. The Avatar's lost.
What about the tunnels?
Tunnels?
The secret tunnels, hidden under the mountain. It's said that the founders of the city used them to meet without anyone knowing.
Yes, there are tunnels, but they're unstable. Those who go in never come out. If you believe the tales, vengeful spirits guard the passages.
So, not just secret tunnels, secret haunted tunnels?
Even if I could figure out a way to get them through the tunnels, there's nothing I can do about the palace guards.
We'll worry about that. Just help us get inside.
Where are you taking him?
To the pit.
The pit?
An Earth Kingdom labor camp for prisoners of war. No one who's been sent there has ever been heard from again.
The pit.
You're not as lucky. You're going to see the king.
I like the statues, whatever the hell they are. He's in a rock-made sphere.
The prisoner you requested. He was caught fighting, destroying property, menacing the people. And he's an airbender.
Lotus root, pine bark, dried jasmine, scalding hot water, steep for 2 minutes.
He wants tea, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're wrong about him.
We witnessed the bending.
Wrong! He is not just an airbender. He is the master of all 4 elements, the savior of the world. He is
The Avatar.
the Avatar.
It's Bumi, yeah?
Bumi?
Hello, Aang.
Bumi! How are you still alive?
Clean living, the right diet, ooh, and luck. Hard to say if it's good or
100
bad.
years.
But more importantly, how are you still alive? I'm still a child. Throw him a feast.
I remember Bumi being crazy in the cartoon, and he's crazy here as well, which is great.
Jet,
You betrayed us.
betrayed you? I stopped you from killing innocent people.
You stand against us? You are.
Oh, nice. Shoulder throw. Wait, when did she learn the ice technique? When did this happen?
Goodbye, Jet.
Oh,
Power you have. That's because of me.
That wasn't you. That was me.
she said, "Bye, B. You ain't she."
You don't belong here.
Sir, I was assigned prisoner transfer duty, but I'm late. And if my commander finds out, I'm already in enough trouble this month.
The old firebender was taken to the pit. The other one's still here.
Other one?
Yeah, the bald kid. The king wanted to see him.
You're gonna go for the Avatar? You're gonna go save your uncle?
Frozen in an iceberg for 100 years, huh? That must have been nice.
No, it was a nightmare.
Ah, come on. How bad could it have been, huh? The world is on fire. People are dying, and you got to sleep through it all.
It was a tragedy, and it might happen again. Which is why I need to get to the Northern Water Tribe as soon as possible. Which is why you need to let me go. Bumi! This is important. Don't you care?
Care? You dare tell me I should care? Have you been fighting the same fight for a century? Have you watched your whole world burn down around you? Let me tell you something, Avatar. You may be 100 years old, but you haven't lived for 100 years. Especially not these 100 years.
Can't make me believe you've lost hope. Not you, Bumi.
Oh, really? Challenge accepted.
This can't be right.
This was the only opening in the mountain.
You sure?
Listen. Do you hear music?
Well, good. Grab that, would you?
Remember that a precious gift lies buried deep inside.
Shake it.
So
This is another episode where a lot of mashups are happening.
Jewel of my heart, jewel of my heart.
Oh, he's getting into it.
If these guys are okay being here, the tunnels probably aren't that bad.
Tunnels. Oh, no, these aren't the tunnels. Those are the tunnels.
That looks scary.
We don't have a choice. We have to find our friend.
Well, in that case, you should probably see this. It's a tale of two lovers. Oma and Shu met on top of the mountain that divided their two villages. The villages were enemies, so they couldn't be together. But their love was strong, so they found a way. They learned earthbending from the badger moles, becoming the first earthbenders. They built elaborate tunnels so that they could meet secretly. But one day, Oma didn't come. She'd been killed in an attack. Devastated, Shu wielded her earth-bending power to bring the villages to their knees. She could have destroyed them all. But instead, she declared the war over. Both villages helped her build a new city where they would live together in peace. The great city was named Omashu as a monument to their love.
I feel like the way they inserted that little story there, side story about Omashu, is that a really weird, just a random way they did it.
There are many around these parts who'd be very interested to know that the famed Dragon of the West is in their midst. The Fire Nation general who laid siege to Ba Sing Se for 600 days. Someone might be tempted to take matters into their own hands. Now, is there anything I can do to make your journey more comfortable?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Oh, did he punch him?
Come on, don't hesitate to speak up.
Oh, yeah, I think he stabbed him for a
It's
second.
a long ride to the pit.
A word of advice, the direct path is not always the best path.
You mean I should take the route that doesn't?
Oh, boy.
It means you should be careful where you step.
Yes.
This way.
Is that what the map says?
Map's unclear, but I got a hunch.
A hunch?
You see that? Put out your light. Well, what do you know? Love is brightest in the dark. Get it? It was a clue.
Asako, wait!
Katara, what is your problem?
My problem is you're not taking me seriously.
This again.
I'm not a little girl anymore.
Yet you keep acting like one.
And you keep acting like you know everything when you couldn't even tell that a traitor was flat out lying to you.
Says the girl who fell for a terrorist.
That's not what happened.
You should have never talked to him.
You don't get to tell me who I can talk to.
And you don't get to just ignore me.
I can if you're being an idiot.
Dad put me in charge.
You're not Dad!
Firebenders don't need water, right? You know, at Ba Sing Se, the city had to ration fresh water after the first year of the siege. My brother, though, he had a soft heart. He'd gather food and water from his platoon and give them to the children. He was on watch the night you torched the Eastern Wall.
I think what they're doing here, which they don't really
All
do
those lives
in the
lost.
OG, is expand on these kind of like individual stories.
Ba Sing Se still stands.
Because the war
Was it
affected
worth
people. Like this guy. Jeez! It's one heck of a slap.
War pushes us to the edge. Some of us don't like what we find there.
Sir.
He could have ended up killing him right there, you know.
Oh, it's true, isn't it? You have no humanity.
Is it true he abandoned the siege?
Yes.
It's true though.
After his son was killed.
He does know something
So
about
his son
loss.
is a hero, and he'll be forever known as a coward.
Brother, take comfort in knowing that Lutan will forever be hailed as a champion of the Fire Nation.
Thank you, Osai.
When my studies weren't going well and father was unhappy, Lieutenant gave me this. He'd won it for finishing first in his officer class. He said it should belong to someone destined to do great things.
You're getting good at that.
Practice and some good instruction.
Yeah, from the scroll.
Yeah. And Jet, he helped me through some things. He lost family, just like us. He knows how those memories can hold you back. He got me to see that I'd only been thinking about how Mom died and not how she lived.
Oh, that's not right.
The crystals were just crystals, like I thought.
This shouldn't be here. We were here before, but this wall wasn't.
How is that possible?
That's bending.
Not. Unless
The tunnels
are changing.
As promised, one final game to play, Avatar. The simplest one of all. You versus me. To the death.
To the death.
Badgermole.
Chocobo ran away. Woo! That kick was crazy. Using the chain was crazy.
Do it. Do it! We've all seen enough death.
Thanks. Guitar, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.
What's going on? Are we dead?
Love is brightest in the dark. It wasn't about the crystals. That's not what guided Oma and Shu through the mountain. It's blind.
Excuse me, Mr. Badgermole. We'd really appreciate if you could show us the way to the palace. Please?
This earthbender wall. I always find it funny how Bumi was moving around like this frail old man. But once he starts earthbending, he's like militant. Okay, that was sick. Okay, they're kind of cooking with this.
Please, Bumi, you don't have to do this.
Oh, but I do. Some of us have to fight even when we don't want to. That's what it means to be in a war! You'd have known about that if you'd been around. But you weren't. You left us. You were the Avatar. And you left us. In this world, you can't rely on anyone. Even your friends.
So he's bitter?
Especially your friends.
Bumi, I can't hold both of them. Help me!
Let it fall. Let it fall. And you win.
Bumi, this isn't a game!
Yes, it is. One that requires you to make impossible choices. Do I save this town or that? Who gets the last of the food scraps, the orphanage or the soldiers? You have to make choices like that day after day, year after year, and that's just to save this one city. You have to save the whole world. Let it fall, Aang, and learn what it means to be the Avatar.
Sokka, get the king!
He's like, what the hell?
You were wrong. You can rely on your friends. And that's the only way I'm gonna save the world. With my friends.
You think like a child.
He is a child.
Is that really so bad?
Huh?
Remember this? I use it to call a friend. That's what I'm gonna do now. Call on an old friend.
I'm not 100% sure how that fight went down in the original, but that was cool.
And you've doubled the guards on the walls?
Yes, Your Highness.
Good. Tell them I'll be there soon.
Wait, what's going on?
Fire Nation forces are on the move. They'll be here by dawn. Fortunately, a source tipped us off.
Sai?
The Beckonist alerted the generals to a network of spies in the city. Oh, but I do have one more challenge for you.
He's still a kid. Oh, the cabbage guy. Poor cabbage guy.
It seems we are always getting on or off boats. Perhaps that is our lot in life, Prince Zuko.
Okay, this is okay.
Ah, good. It's not too late.
What are you doing here, Uncle?
Same as you. Getting ready to embark on what is sure to be a memorable journey.
You want to come with me?
I've come fully prepared. All the tea I need.
I don't need a babysitter.
How about a friend?
He needed Zuko, Zuko needed him. They needed each other at the right time.
My father made it very clear that I'm not to return until I find the Avatar. Which means it could be a very long time before we return home.
Home. Everything I need is on this boat.
Sky Bison. Avatar's nearby.
Nothing. Let's get you home.
He let it go for his uncle. He was like, screw it. Okay. Great episode. Great episode. Okay, so that was a mashup of quite a lot of different aspects from different episodes. Of course, Aang got captured. He met Bumi again after 100 years. So he has people that he knew back then that are still around. After 100 years, Bumi is now king. Omashi will be rejoining the war. Katara's become an even better waterbender already. She used ice against Jet. I'm sure that they'll come across each other again in some part of the next episode. They've obviously given more of the background between Zuko and Iroh. They haven't showed certain bits yet, which they probably will be showing later on, I would assume so. But definitely, they made it clear that they needed each other at that time. If Iroh's son didn't die, who knows how things would have been. He would have probably been a completely different kind of savage. Who absolutely knows? So Iroh needed a son. Zuko needed a dad, basically, and there they are together. But that was great, but we're going to move on to the next one. Let me know what you guys thought. Did you enjoy the episode? Could you care less? Let me know down in the comments below. Please, of course, click like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, you will be getting more Avatar The Last Airbender Netflix episodes. We've got anime reactions with Solo Leveling. We've got game trailer reactions, previews, reviews. Plenty of content on the channel. Please go down below, hit subscribe. Thank you so much in advance. Check out this playlist here for more Avatar The Last Airbender episodes. And I'll see you next time. Peace.